Not sleep.
Yo. Good morning. Yeah. Morning, yawning. How y'all feeling? Let's get some R&B music going for the ladies. Ladies back. Let's go, ladies. All my ladies have come back. Let's go. Let's get the R&B music going for the ladies today. And then we'll get into the whole stuff. Everybody's going to talk. And there's going to be some stuff that are going to be off limits, but I'm not going to talk about. But anyway, let's get it popping this morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, email show. Unks in the building. Your host, Lady Elliott. You know what it is.
Yeah. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt?
Good morning.
You smell the perfume, the makeup on the shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that there are lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I would, yeah. 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 Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on the shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that there are lies. Bad as you are, stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I'd be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserve good fame. This for the diamond, head for the rain. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you.
Good morning, everybody. Let's go.
Tell me what you want from me.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, email here. Let's go. Let's get it popping this morning. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Hey. Tuesday's work. The ladies are back. Let's go.
Now, Mace be the man, wanna see you doing good. I don't wanna get rich, leave you in the hood. Girl, in my eyes, you the baddest. The reason why I love you, you don't like me cause my status. I don't wanna see you with a carriage, living average. I wanna do
what up, Ludo?
So we be established. And I don't want you rocking the fabric.
Paris in the house. What's up, Paris?
Till you feel you're a rabbit.
Paris, France. What up?
Have one, you can have. Walk through the mall if you like it.
You know, it's been 1 year since I had my operation, so I'm feeling great now. I'm starting to get my legs up under me now. I feel great. Hey. You see how they they got back with Jimmy Kimmel, huh? They let him back in. See that? Yeah, they didn't lose that money. They didn't want to lose that money. Nobody wants to lose the bread. Come on. You don't stop, and you don't stop, and you don't stop.
Places in my mind, hoping someday I would find.
Wow. I'm not even talking about that. Ghost, my man. Fuck with Ghostface. He's a good dude. Good dude. Well, my legs are back, so I might start. If the guys want to tour, I'll definitely come out there. Now I'm starting to get back into my weight training. No distractions. We focus now. Unction in the building in the morning. Email Tuesday's work. Let's go get them. Come on.
Who put the party in the frenzy? So meet me on the floor where the ladies be. Long as the beat keeps going, the tracks keep flowing, the drinks keep flowing. Who put the party in the frenzy?
How y'all doing? What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? What up, Harlem? What up, Brooklyn, Queens? You know what this is. Go to YouTube. You know what's happening. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
Who put the party in the frenzy?
We back full throttle. The morning email. All you males and females.
The drinks keep flowing. We see some footwork. Super rocking all night till your feet hurt. I be the light for the party. From the club to the hotel lobby.
Hey,
let's work.
Let's work.
Let's work.
Let's work.
Let's work.
Let's work. What up, y'all?
Let's work.
Come on.
Break a heel.
Break a heel.
Sweat it. Sweat it. I break a heel. Break a heel. Sweat it. Sweat it. Break a heel. Break a heel. Sweat it. Sweat it. I break a heel. Break a heel. Sweat it. Sweat it. Let me see some footwork. Let me see some footwork. Come on. Let me see some footwork.
That's a good look.
Let me see some footwork. Hey, I be the voice.
How y'all doing out there this morning? Unction in the building. Morning emails. All you males and females. What's up, y'all? Fuck it with the bucket. You know what's happening. Yes, yes, y'all. One into many, many into one. One MMI1. Let's go. Come on.
I'ma take you 10 rounds like a boxer, baby. Tell you how I put down what rocks a lady. Promise you're asking when I'm done for more. I'ma switch it up and make life comfortable. I'ma be the reason you're not sleeping, baby. I'ma invade the thoughts you keeping, baby. If you're still not convinced, I'll tell you more. Make you forget the way you felt before. I could be your wake-up reason daily. You could be my first and leading lady. I'ma make you happy that you waited.
Shout to my man Eric Sermon. I see you.
I'm ready in the night to say it. Tired of the game, already played it. Over all the months girls are dated. I tell you what you are. You're my
diamond girl.
You're the one. The rock on.
I'll give her.
Girl, you're the one that the game for. You're my diamond girl. You're the one. The rock on.
You give her. Girl.
You're the reason the game for. Hey.
I'm Big Sad. Who the fuck are you? I love
you, babe.
Relax. What's up, baby?
Shanti. Chapter 2.
Good morning.
Let's rock.
Can you talk to me, oh baby, don't stop for me. Can you take it to the top of me? I just wanna love you, baby. Always thinking of you, baby. Can you talk to me, oh baby, don't know for me.
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube.
I just wanna love you, baby. Always thinking of you, baby. I think I like your body feels next to me. Oh baby, when you're kissing me. Oh baby, when you're loving me. I can't describe what I want to do to you tonight. Oh baby, when you come to me,
hey.
I'll make it so you never leave. Can you stop for me? Oh baby, don't stop for me. Stop for me. To the top of me. I just wanna love you, baby. Always thinking of you, baby. Can you talk for me? Baby, don't know for me, can you talk to me? I just wanna love you, baby. Always thinking of you, baby. I don't know if I can handle you as just the best. Oh, baby, I can't pretend. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. But I don't mind as long as I could have you in my life. Baby, I'm satisfied, even if you're not just mine. Can you stop me, oh baby? Not stopping me, oh no. I just wanna love you, baby. Thinking, hanging on you, oh baby. Over me.
Tuesday R&B action, y'all. How y'all feeling? Let's go, y'all. Come on. Show love to the ladies.
I can't help but wait. Check it out. I see. I can't help but
What up, what up?
I can't help but wait. Oh, I can't help but wait. Check it out. I see you with him. He ain't right, but you don't trip. You stand by while he lies, then turn right around and forgive. I can't take to see your face with those tears running down your cheeks. What can I do?
How y'all doing? Let's go, y'all. Come on.
Deep down, I'm still a G, and I don't wanna come between you and your man.
Hey.
I know I treat you better than he can. Girl, I can't help but wait till you get that with him. It don't change, no way till you get that with me.
Rocking the Tuesday R&B party. Classic Tuesday R&B on Clay in the building. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. November 14th, come on over to the PT Neck Marriott.
I'm gonna make it day.
We will be in the building with the Jesse Banks Foundation. Your boy will be there, the Gala Kid himself. Suited and booted.
Turn it loose.
Undisputed.
That somebody else sitting next to you. Can't walk around like I was your host. Cause being who I am, I can't lose my cool. My friend keep telling me
6:17 in the morning. How y'all feeling? Let's go.
But deep in my heart, baby, I hope that I'm wrong. Yeah. Somebody's keeping in my bed.
All right, Captain of August, cold as ice. We love that. Question of the day is morning cheating. Is cheating on your partner? Wait, let me get this right. Hold on. Let me get this right here. Hold on. Will Atkins got the question of the morning. Is cheating on your partner always premeditated, or does it just happen sometimes unexpectedly? Well, if you're in a committed relationship with your partner and you're grown, you understand each other, then for the most part, you shouldn't cheat. But if you do cheat, and sometimes, like, she could be drunk, or you could be drunk, or something happens, things happen sometimes. The best way to handle that is just be upfront and honest about it and get it out of the way. Because the longer you hold on to it, the heavier the burden gets. You got to let it go. All right? But overall, listen. Relationships are complicated as they are, so why would you want to complicate it? Especially if you're a man of a certain age. I'm sure the baby. Come on. Classic R&B on Tuesday. Let's go, y'all. But you shouldn't settle down until you get all that out your system. You know what I'm saying? Get all that extra shit out your system. And then some relationships you have it where you're like, yo, you do your thing, I do my thing, and nobody's stressed about it. So all relationships are different.
When the thing made it through the storm, I really want you to realize I really want to put you on.
Let's go, y'all. Come on.
Searching for someone to satisfy my every need. Won't you be my inspiration?
Clap your hands. What do you make, Nora? What do you make?
Someone that my heart
Well, you can chime in if you want to.
Yeah.
Chime in if you want to and tell me what you make. Hold on for a second.
Follow me. Chicago and them.
Here's the StreamYard link. Anybody wants to come in there. Nora says she wants to make something. I want to know what you're making, Nora.
Follow me.
Good morning, everybody. Tuesday's work. Come on.
Don Juan and them. Yeah. This is for y'all. Remix. And I know
I like, yeah, but I have an email too. So click in and go into the private and I'll get an email. I'll give you an email. Or WhatsApp.
It's gonna celebrate tonight somewhere. One thing's for sure. I'm gonna put on my dancing shoes. Then I'ma hit the
Norda Rose.
and go out and step the whole night through.
My question is, what are you making? What do you do so I can know what to expect?
In the name of love. See, I know there's somebody breaking out the champagne.
Yes, Nora. What are you like?
And you can be sure that somebody's gonna make
okay.
love.
Yes, I like that. I love art, Nora. Yes, I love art.
One thing's for sure. I'm gonna put on my dancing shoes. Then I'ma hit the door and go out and step the whole night through.
I love the artist.
Yeah.
My daughter's an artist, so I love it. Good morning, everybody. On to the building. Good morning, emails. All you males and females. Tuesday's work for the ladies. Come on. Good morning.
I wanna know your name, man. I wanna know.
There you go, Nora. Send me some.
Everything. I wanna know your number and if I can come over it. I wanna know your name, man. I wanna know if you got a man. I wanna know everything. I wanna know your number and if I can come over it. I wanna know what you like. I wanna know so I can do it all night.
All night.
I'm just a friend. You tell me I'm just a friend. I wanna know your name, man. I wanna know if you got a man. I wanna know everything. I wanna know your number and if I can come over and I wanna know what you like. I wanna know so I can do it all night. But you're telling me I'm just a friend. You're telling me I'm just a friend. Oh baby, you. That's what I need. But you say I'm just a friend. If I can be real. But you say I'm just a friend. Yeah. I wanna know you in and out. I wanna know what you're all about. I wanna know what makes you laugh.
Yeah.
I wanna know about you. I wanna know how you move. I wanna know so I can move too. I wanna know.
Any of this
But you're
music.
telling me I'm just a friend. Telling me I'm just a friend. Oh baby, you got what I need, yeah. Say I'm just a friend. Yeah, I can be yours.
Good morning, everybody. Let's go.
Say I'm just a friend. Whoa.
Surely I'm there for you anytime you need me. For real, girl, it's
What
me
up,
in your
Oliver?
world.
Salute, Paris, salute.
And make a man feel better than a woman. Queen with a crown that be down for whatever. There are few things that's forever. My lady, we can make war or
make babies. Let's
Back
go,
when
y'all.
I
Come
was
on.
nothing, you made a brother feel like he was something.
Let's make babies.
That's
I don't
why
want to
I'm
make
with you
war.
to this day, boo, no frontin'.
Enough of the
Even
war.
when the skies were gray, you would rub me on my back and say, baby, it'll be okay. Now that's real to a brother like me, baby. Never ever get my booty away. Keep it tight, surely I'm there for you anytime you need me. For real, girl, it's me in your world.
Believe me.
Nothing make a man feel better than a woman.
Man.
Queen with a crown that be down for whatever. There are few things that's forever. My lady, we can make war or make babies. Back when I was nothing, you made a brother feel like he was something. That's why I'm with you to this day, boo, no frontin'. Even when the skies were gray, you would rub me on my back and say, baby, it'll be okay. Now that's real to a brother like me, baby. Never ever get my booty away. Keep it tight, alright? And I'ma walk you shore so we can live in a fat ass crib with thousands of kids. Well, like, you don't need a ring to be my wife. Just be there for me and I'ma make sure we be living in the effing life of luxury. I'm realizing that you didn't have to fuck with me, but you did. Now I'm going all out, kid. And I got mad love.
Yes. Good morning, Coco.
Cause you were a dream that just should not have been a fantasy real. You gave me this beating, baby.
Yeah, darling, congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on them. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Love you too. Welcome to the Raw Perspective with your host, the incomparable Uncle Lace, aka Lace Elliott, aka Lazy Lace from the world famous, kicking it and topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now for your host, the legendary Uncle Lace.
Good morning.
It's your boy, Leo Lace. It's Rock. Get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all feeling? Let me turn down the music. Wow, R&B joint, Reginald Maynard, good morning. I want to catch up with the OG this morning if you get a chance, because we've been talking a lot of good stuff, so I got to always let the OG chime in on it. We got the ladies back. We got Kimberly. We got Coco's back. They'll be in here in a little while. It's going to be... Mars and Venus will probably come back at some point, but we got the ladies back. Listen, ladies, and I want to take myself to task because they dressed me down yesterday after the show. I'm gonna let you know right now. They both dressed me down. Now I didn't even know what I did wrong, right? But I think that goes to the whole thing about men, right? We don't know when we screwing up. We never really know. We don't know. We just oh really? Because we don't think like women. You know, they was like, well, you just. I said, yeah, I thought we was cool. I thought you guys were gonna come back in September and we be done. It was like, no, you better. So for you men, you got to learn to be clear with the ladies. The ladies don't. They both. I felt the pressure yesterday. I felt the pressure over yesterday. This is the morning emails for all you males and females. Tuesday morning, R&B Tuesday. let's get Instagram in the house real quick so I can I get the gram up rolling early so when the ladies come in, everybody else when the gram is here. And then I got to put, what's that, Discord, and what's the other one? I don't know. They got so many streaming services. If you're a guy a person that does digital marketing and knows all these streaming services, give me a call. All right. I'm just going to hire somebody to handle this because I can't. I can't keep up with with the kids. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep up with them. I was talking to somebody about music and some of the hardcore rappers, and it was a young person. They were like, well, the hardcore guys are looking old. And I said, what do you mean? Yeah, they are old in the face, It was like, nah, man, they're not talking about what the kids are talking about today. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking about what the kids talking about today. They talking about slinging crack and that kind of drug dealer, crack energy, street energy. Now it's a whole different thing. It's drugs in a bottle from the drugstore, and it's cheap and it's more potent than even some of the crack era conversations. So we coming from a lot of the hip hop era, the Renaissance era comes from the crack era, and so a lot of the guys are talking that stuff, but they're not really connecting with some of the young people because we're talking, old school. It's like if you were talking Dope Fiend, you know what I'm saying? You can't. Kids can't relate. I got to stick a needle in my. I'm sticking a whole needle in my arm. It's crazy. So it's a new era, and we got to relate to the kids. So I thought that was important for hip hop, to evolve. I'm not saying we should evolve backwards into drug talk, but there is a way you can get in that conversation and maybe even pull them out of that conversation. What I am finding is a lot of hip hop guys are starting to be more positive and not using that as a way out. I think that too is happening. I see a lot of records out there that are starting to really be dope, positive versions of what it is. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody out there that's trying to keep hip hop alive, stay authentic, but also add positivity to some of the stuff they're doing. Even some of the hardcore guys, because it would be, MOP is probably one of the hardest acts out. Obviously, this is my first family. So when I speak about this, I'm telling you from something I know. There was no act in what they did. They did everything they did was real, and they continue to do it real. Check out Fizzy Woe's new record that he got out. It's all real shit. So when you're doing real stuff, your life changes. Billy Dance is not on the corner, having gunfights. So, you know what I'm saying? He's not doing that today. But Billy Dance is a highly armed professional when it comes to that situation. So don't go messing with him. Don't ever think there's anything not what it is about Billy Dance. All right, just get out of his way. When you see Bill coming through, get out of his way. If you got any kind of anxiety, you better be nice to Billy Dance. Same thing with Fame. But if you deal with them, they will be nice and friendly with you, have jokes, and have a great time. And most people that meet Bill and Fame, they actually enjoy their company and they really spend a lot of great time with them. So we love the World Famous. Shout them out. Let's go. Me being a member of the World Famous, I totally understand what it is. And what's crazy is that they're two different kind of people, but they all walk on the same accord. There you go. Unction to build. The morning emails Tuesday morning. Let's work, man. I got Kimberly coming in a little while. I got Coco coming in a little while. I'm gonna do the morning Black Facts first, and then I'm gonna ask the OG. So I give the OG time to get ready, and also Maria Davis is gonna come in this week. So, and I guess maybe in October we'll start the interviews. All right, we'll start bringing the interviews in October. All right. Let me see. Though we did have a big one the other day with Damien Dash, and I think the Damien Dash story is probably wrapped up right now. I think that's over. I don't think that. I don't think that that story has any more steam. I think in terms they got the butter from the duck on that story. Also, in more positive news, I have not been fired from the chairman, from the gala chair from the Jesse Banks Foundation Award Show. scholarship awards show because my belief that children are the future. We got to make sure we take care of our kids' colleges. So I will be there on November 14th in Teaneck, New Jersey at the Marriott. And we're going to give some scholarships away. Some major sponsors, major celebrities in the house. It's going to be a great day. Shout out to my OSG family for connecting with it. And congratulations, my sister, Allison Farron, for the new grandbaby, man. Sister, I love you, sis. That was awesome to show that picture. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you, sis. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let me go to blackfacts.com. Blackfacts.com. Let's go to blackfacts.com. Also, as you know, they folded on that Jimmy Kimmel situation. They folded on that. He's coming back on. Yeah, of course, I know they're going to fold. I mean, listen, some of the stuff is outrageous, but you know what? At the end of the day, this guy's going to be here. This president will be here maybe for another 3 years. Whatever they're trying to do, the country has too many different factions to let that go. I mean, it'll go while he's president. That way you have something to complain about. But all that, I want to stop. That's what the country was built on dissent. So how would you justify taking him off the air for something he said unless he said something egregious? And what he said was, it was an error, but it wasn't distasteful. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's go to blackfacts.com. Before I get the ladies in, I'm going to get all the homework out of the way first. All right, blackfacts.com. Let's get it. All right, come on up, Black Facts. There we go. Fact of the day, September 23rd, 1926, musician John Coltrane was born. How about that? John Coltrane. We love that. He studied clarinet and sax and alto sax as a youth and moved to Philadelphia in 1943. Continued his studies at Ornstein School of Music and Grand Off Studios. I mean, we love hip hop, but you guys got to start learning to play some instruments, kids. During the 1940s and 50s, John Coltrane developed his craft as saxophonist and composer, working with former musicians and band leaders like Dizzy Gillespie, Duke Ellington, and Miles Davis. Coltrane was the sax, not Dizzy Gillespie, Greg Nice. That's my man, Greg. He worked with the pianist Thelonious Monk for several months and also developed the band as a band leader and solo recording artist heralded for the release of the albums like Love Supreme by John Coltrane. There you go. That's probably his biggest hit, Love Supreme. He got 2 Grammys for that and Hallmark album, and is known by jazz historians around the world. John Coltrane, everybody. Make sure you listen to some listen to some John Coltrane today if you get a chance. The album Express was finalized just before his death. He died at only 40 years old in 1967 in Huntington, Long Island, and survived by his second wife and 4 children. Decades after his death, Coltrane remains influential and has received numerous posthumous awards, including a special Pulitzer Prize, and was canonized by the Orthodox Church. There you go. By the African Orthodox Church. There you go. For more Black Facts, go to blackfacts.com. Let history be no mystery. That's what I'm saying. We drop knowledge. There's a knowledge gap in our society, and that's why we're going through problems, but we will continue. Okay, Coco. Well, all right, that's okay. We're gonna party with Kim today too. Good morning, everybody. Bet. Shout out to Coco. Coco came in full blazing yesterday. Also, yeah, we're gonna send. I'm sorry. I'm just. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We got Coco Dreams coming. They were here yesterday, and they had a good time. And it was a good season. They jumped on me yesterday, though, after the show. I was mad that they did it out after the show because I wanted to do it while y'all was listening because it would have been funnier. I wanted to do it while y'all was listening. It would have been much funnier. But let me stop for a second and ask the OG real quick. Also, our good friend Diddy is going his way back to court. Man, I got to tell you, man. Now you look back at this mess of a trial or whatever the case may be. This is just, it sounds like a vendetta to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, it sounds like a freaky guy having fun and somebody got mad and now the party's over. And now he goes to jail for that. That just tells you how crazy the system is. I'm not condoning any of that whack behavior, but I didn't know how much of that was illegal. I mean, what was illegal about it? Oh, okay. Reggie, okay. I got you, OG. Let's bring the OG in real quick.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Reginald Maynard. We always love to check in with the OG.
I appreciate it, my friend.
First of all, let me just say, yesterday, was it refreshing hearing Coco and Kim on yesterday?
It was absolutely great. And, and I had been watching Kim, Keep It Moving show and seeing her evolve and growing. But it was great to see them on the morning emails.
Yes.
Because this is homegrown town, brother. This is where we get out in the street every now and then. But when we talk about the real deal and real topics. So it was great. And it was good to hear. I love hearing Coco and Kim chime in because they give it from their head and their heart. And they don't mix their words, which that's the other thing that we got to learn to do is communicate without getting into conflict.
I'm studying.
You always say, get out your feelings, B. Get out your feelings.
Get out your feelings. Well, I've been studying Marcus Aurelius as well.
I know.
And
you got me picking it up now, bro.
Yeah, but the thing about it, almost 2,500, 3,000 years, 2,000 years ago, 20-something hundred years ago, this guy, Marcus Aurelius, it was saying stuff that really resonates today if you pay
100.
attention to it.
If you pay attention and if you can understand what the meanings are of their actions, and again, you're a teacher, ladies, and I appreciate you, bringing up things that we don't normally talk about in the neighborhood. I don't know how many streamers I've heard talk about Marcus Aurelius. And so this is good. This is necessary too, because if we don't broaden our horizons, we don't talk about subjects that we don't normally know about, we will always be stuck in that one neighborhood on that same corner for generation after generation. And we don't have to. We're bigger than that. We're better than that. And that's why I'm on this morning emails every morning.
I appreciate you, brother. And as you see, we are stuck in a cycle. You hear it on the morning shows. You hear it on the most popular podcasts. Most popular. They're stuck in this little bat. I mean, we can tap on some of the topical relationships and all that kind of stuff, but we're not doing it. They're not adding any educational, or they're not adding nothing that's going to extend the spirit. And I think. I know that they're like, we don't want to do that because I believe a lot of them are plants that are put into this.
100.
A lot of them plants are put into the hood to try to continue to keep us deaf, dumb, and blind, and keep our young people deaf, dumb, and blind by titillating them with garbage beefs like Dame Dash versus Cameron. That's not a goddamn beef. That's not a beef. Those are two brothers that need to get on the phone and solve that. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is.
That's all that was. That's all that is. And I'm not saying that's all that is. I'm not trying to minimalize it for them because that's their personal journey. Right. But to your point, don't air that out in public. Take that to the back room, talk it out like men, and work out what you can work out. And if you can't, step off. But for me, the bigger picture is how do we get these young people to understand that they have power? Right. And the power in their words, except they're not literate. They're not reading. They're not listening to things that are positive. It's only drill, trap, this, that. Come on, y'all. Well, we're bigger and better than that.
Well, that's what they're being fed. That's the point of the
That's
show.
what they're being fed. Right. Exactly.
We only eat what's in our refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only food that you put in the refrigerator. That's all they're going to eat. But there are ways you can put good food in your refrigerator so the kids can eat it, and you can have a little bit of fun in the refrigerator, a little cake and ice cream, a little.
You gotta have a little fun, right? You gotta have a little frivolity. I mean, look, we get out in the street. What you say when we get out in the street over here at the morning emails? You gotta have a little brevity. You gotta have some fun. You gotta talk a little ish.
There you go.
But at the end of the day, when the ish is finished talking, now you get to real business. Because
you have to.
That's the way to defray the pressure.
You got to land your plane, as they say. You got to land somewhere in the conversation. There's got to be something that you can take away from these conversations that you can walk away with. And one thing I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of my morning email crew is that every time we laugh and joke, we make fun of things and a little bit crazy, there's always a takeaway from the conversation, whether it be black facts, whether it be just a perspective on subjects that you may not have heard or seen before. There's always going to be a perspective, and it's not always going to be time quotes, a short video, because it slows down the cerebellum.
Yes, it does. And see, people again, they don't talk at that level, bro.
Yeah,
they're like, "What's the cerebellum?" But it's your brain. I mean, but it's how we work. It's what we've been fed. And now let me say this: DNA has memory,
right?
And a lot of the things that we are caught up in doing have been manifested over the centuries. Just by us being abused, and now we've gotten into the point where we make it culture. That ain't culture. That's criminal. That's genocide.
Abuse is not culture, and
no, it's not.
We may create culture from oppression and abuse, but correct. But we now accept abuse as culture, and I think now to the point where even when we start to have opinions about things we don't know about. Like, for instance, I don't know everything about what's happening in the Pookie or the Diddy trial. I'll say his name now in the Diddy trial. I don't know everything. Right. I know his lawyers. I know his friends. I don't know the whole story. And but if you're being fed by the powers that be, when you get in that grist, no matter what, it's what you're being fed. They're being fed stuff to create opinions about the guy. And listen, I'm not here saying that I'm advocating for the guy. I don't know what he did in his life. That's between him and God. But are you going to tell me that the man can't get the same fair shot that everybody else gets when they go to jail? What are we talking about?
Thank you. But again, that's the environment that we're in. That's the regime that we're currently living under. So we just got to rally the troops and circle the wagons amongst ourselves in the neighborhood. You say it all the time. With our GDP alone, we're bigger than a lot of countries, but we don't spend it collectively. We don't spend it smart.
Country on the planet. We would be more. We would have more money than Austria. Based on our GDP, we would have more money than Switzerland. Based on
now, look at that. Yeah. And ladies, that's why I'm going to come in November. It looks like I will be in the country. I will be there. And because, again, what you're being a chair of is the things that we must be a part of. And in whatever capacity, to each is reach. If you can't buy a ticket, make a donation. You can't make a donation, call somebody who can.
Right.
This is about networking and community activism. We got to get back to how we used to be. Activism in the back room, in the dark, quiet amongst ourselves, and by the time people see it coming, they can't stop it.
Well,
see, we're so bravado, we always want to show our hand. Oh, I'm getting ready to do this. I'm getting ready to do that.
I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. I like the about to do, guys. But let me
I'm about to do, guys.
Shout out to Sharon Banks. Shout out to Thomas George and the entire Jesse Banks Foundation. I am I'm humbled by them acknowledging me and making me the gala chair for such a great organization. The work that they do is real work, and I immediately, because I had been a little absent with OSG, I've been busy. I've been, I kind of felt like I had let it go on its way, and it was growing in ways that I was really happy about. But then when this happened, I immediately got Dennis and said, "Hey, man, I need to bring you in here because they're on 21 years. We're on 5.
There you go. That's what networking is supposed to do.
You want to look down the road, and they can give you the cheat code on how to continue and make that. And that's what we see. Reggie, this is a cheat code.
Yes, sir.
This is
yes, sir.
When I talk to you, you're giving me you're my OG, so you're giving me the cheat code. When I talked, when Big Said is talking media, listen, I like Said, but me and Said didn't used to hang out as kids. We was cool, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't hang out. I used to steal all the chicks he used to hang out with. But other than that,
But you know, I enjoyed that conversation with you and Big Said the other day because Big Said is a real journalist as well, like yourself. Exactly. You guys know how to interview people. You know about facts, and you don't let people walk away from the truth, but you also don't embarrass them about it. You let them talk their truth, and their truth ain't necessarily yours. But if you want to have a platform, you're going to hear some things that you don't necessarily agree with. But Big that's Said, what discourse is.
Exactly. Well, Big Said, as I was saying, Big Said is the cheat code for a lot of journalists. He's been doing it a long time. He's been doing it on a major level. Some of the big magazines and some of the big digital spaces. He's been there doing it, and he's still doing it. So for you young guys that are behind mics and thinking that you want to be journalists, you would listen to the show and even listen to his perspective, because it comes from a certain space of knowledge. Like he's not talking about stuff he thinks. He's talking about stuff he knows. He's been there. He understands. So when he's apathetic about, this is why that is, he's giving you inside knowledge on certain things, and people have to understand and respect that. And now, listen, Seth. I will curse you the fuck out as much as I possibly can. I love you to death, but I will give you your props.
But that's how we roll in the hood, though, Lacey. That's what respect is. See, people hear, they'll hear us bantering and think that we're fighting. We're not. We're just bantering. It's that back and forth. And it may sound crazy to the outside world, but that inner circle, we know it ain't nothing but love and respect. And every now and then you might get a little testy. Every now and then you might say something to piss me off, but it ain't going to last long.
Nah.
Because we know there's a bigger agenda ahead of us. And this is for the love and for the fun. And if you can't take it, don't give it.
I find that people spend so much time, like you could do 99 great things, but people will always harp on the one thing that you do wrong and make that the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying?
That one thing.
Right. I'm a different guy. I'm gonna look at you in the entire spectrum of the relationship.
Thank you.
Not the one thing, because nobody's perfect. Not the one thing that you do wrong, but we are so conditioned and tuned. And some of our black morning shows and podcasts are always so conditioned to move into the one thing that a person does wrong, and they like to highlight it and make it like a big thing, And the thing is, no, we are a composite of our entire existence.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let the accounts balance, and even because if Said is just really too short to understand to box with God, I understand. I don't throw rocks.
You had to get it in, didn't you?
I don't throw rocks at the sun either.
But see, this is what I love about all this, because we can talk real talk, still have fun, just mess with each other, but get back to the agenda. And see, that's real OG stuff, and that's how we got to try and instill in our young people. Don't get so pissed off in a comment. Understand the rationale behind what it is we need to do, and forget the nonsense.
We got to deal with Kimberly's mic, because every time she comes in, her mic sounds crazy. She's in here. Kimberly's in the house now, but her microphone.
Let's do a crowdfunding campaign for Kim and her mic.
We got to get Kim a new mic.
Kim, we'll make some donations, boo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send.
We need your comment.
You know what? I'm gonna send Kim a new mic. I'm upset because her microphone is nervous. Good morning, Kimberly.
Good morning, family. Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning, Kim.
She had a Windows 3.
How are you this morning?
I might get some Windows 3.
I'm still on a dial-up.
Yeah. When she dialing, her phone sound like this.
I try to get the kids to help me. They just like, little Miss OG. Never mind.
Hey, babe. It's all good. But to both of your point, I'm also doing that. I had to snatch my grandson to come up in here, man, because all of these different AI things and this and that. And man, listen, I feel like I'm in the forest somewhere sometimes.
Yesterday he was talking about, Ted was talking about, yesterday he was talking about all of the new Damn, Kim, your mic is crazy.
I'm not even saying anything.
I know. No, it's just the noise, the feedback from your computer. Turn down the volume.
I'm on my phone.
Yeah, you got headphones?
No.
That's that. There you go.
I could get some headphones.
Yeah. How about you get some headphones?
Yeah. Because the speaker, right?
Yeah, your speaker is feeding back.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's okay. How are you doing your show in the morning if all this is going on?
Nobody has been telling me I'm having feedback. Maybe they're used to it.
They love you. They don't want to beef with you. They're like, I'm just going to just let it rock. Fuck it, I'm gonna let it rock. It's the Kim show. We're gonna just keep it moving.
We're gonna keep it moving.
Damn it.
We're gonna love you for whatever you do, Kim.
Get some damn headphones, Kim. All right, please.
I'm gonna get them.
You know, OG, I wanted to ask you about the Jimmy Kimmel conversation, and the fact that they're going to let him back. They said no one is listening to Kimberly. They act like they do.
Oh,
it's funny. Listen, so I want to talk about Jimmy Kimmel for a second.
Yeah.
Really interesting conversation where they talked about him. Now Disney has now quickly did a turnaround, and they brought him back. He's going to come back on the air. I think tonight he's going to come back on. What do you think about that? Do you think that they folded to the pressure of the people, or are corporations deciding that, let's get away from this Trump shutting everybody down situation?
I think it's a little bit of all of it. One is the billions that Disney lost in a week and a half.
Right.
Scared the crap out of them. And people were canceling everything from weddings, cruises, Disneyland. I mean, anything, subscriptions. The subscription site crashed. So that's one. And they're capitalists. So money starts leaking, they got to plug the hole. Two, Jimmy Kimmel did not acquiesce. He didn't bend the knee. He didn't say, I was sorry, or maybe I misspoke a little bit.
Right.
But what I said was not nearly as egregious as some of the stuff that comes off of some of these other channels. And then the third thing is, people are starting to see the cracks in the regime, meaning there's only so long you can follow fools. And I'm going to leave it right there because it's starting to unravel on the fringes, on the edges, and now it's coming to the middle. And so long as we, as the people in the community, look up, realize what's coming, circle the wagons, and prepare ourselves. See, we know how to do this. Right. We've been here, done this before, and we're better at it now than we used to be because we got more tools. And so let's just be calm in the storm. Be about what we're about, and let's unite like we're doing right now. They can't get in the middle of this. See, they can't get in between this.
I was watching a video of the soldiers in Vietnam in the 60s, of black soldiers, and they were so articulate and they were so focused, and they totally understood what was happening to them and how the government was treating them and system. They talked about how even when you're dealing with the Vietnamese, the VCs, they were told by the white soldiers, don't mess with the black people. So they had the VCs calling black people niggas in the conversation. And it was crazy for me to watch that as a guy was articulately explaining, how, well, listen, we're going to run our culture the way we run our culture. We're not going to listen to them. And then they would just kick it. And what I find is that we had lost that level of self-awareness as a people.
Thank you.
We have lost
Thank you.
We lost that.
And it's been deliberately done to us through media, through the songs, through the imagery.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the imagery that they have out here now for the black man.
Right.
And I'm talking about to the masses, not from us as a community of good folks. I'm talking about the masses. Look at what they're showing us.
Right.
And are you still there, Lace? Did I lose you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sound like I lost you.
No, hold on, Reggie. You're still there, Reggie. Reggie, you're still here. You're still here, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're still here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no. So anyway, long story short, if we just take a deep breath understand the tools and the resources we got to work with, we ain't got nothing to be afraid of other than our own isms, our own genocidal tendencies, our own drive-by shootings and what have you. Let's get this back on track to what a community should be. And you said it before. Jewish, Chinese, Korean, they have communities.
Right.
We think we have communities. Oh, we got neighborhoods.
Yeah, we got neighborhoods.
And we got somebody standing on the corner talking about this my corner.
Yeah.
Nigga, please. That ain't yours.
Jay-Z said it in I think it was Life of OJ when we got out there killing people over projects where their mama's renting. Come on, man.
Come on now. So but you know what? You said something earlier today. There is more positive rap coming out now, more positive hip hop messaging because they see these other so-called super rappers now that are killing each other off or killing themselves off or getting incarcerated because of stupid stuff and trying to be a street hood when you should just be about the neighborhood. I mean, come on, let's get this crap together. And your words have power. And if you change your dynamics, you'd be surprised at what happens. Well, also, it ain't gonna happen overnight.
It won't happen overnight, but also maybe some as we talked about yesterday. Thank you, Kimmy. As we talked about yesterday, thank you, Kimmy. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, Ted, I am on Wi-Fi too, man, but I'm gonna get Wi-Fi 3 tomorrow.
Kimmy's back. Now, Kimberly's back.
Welcome back, Kim.
You want to say
Can
something?
you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Thank you. Say something to the OG real quick.
Hey, OG. Good morning.
Hey, keep it moving.
Reg, I actually missed hearing you, so I'm so glad to be back. I miss hearing your voice.
Okay, baby. Yeah. But welcome. And keep it moving, Kim. Keep it moving.
Hey, thanks, Reg.
With your show too, Kim, so keep it moving.
Thank you.
Yeah, which is the purpose. The purpose is that we build and we expand and we continue to build and we expand and we plant seeds. Just like programming is a real thing in the human condition. We program negativity, but also we can program positivity too. Yeah.
And see, ladies, what you said earlier too about when you first came on, most people wouldn't talk about being dressed down after the show. And you weren't dressed down in a negative way. They brought up some points that
they dressed me down.
I know they did, but what I'm saying is you were man enough to bring it up. It did not intimidate you. It didn't make you feel like, oh man, go run in the corner and shut them down. You give them a platform to say what it is they need to say so that the rest of us can understand the dynamic.
You can say what you want, but just spell my name right. You know
there you go. And ladies, and also prepare yourself if I have an answer.
I did have an answer. I said,
I know you did.
I said, I'm a guy. Leave me the fuck alone.
You did say that.
Stage left, bro.
I'm not going to respond. I'll do respect.
He's like, okay.
I miss most shit. I'd be like, okay, that's what happened. Okay, all right. Listen, I've been
but you're right. You're right.
Getting cursed out by women for my whole life about shit that I don't recognize, and I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better at it, but sometimes
we're all works in progress. I might be an OG, but I'm still a work in process too, brother. Yeah. Oh, and let me just give a shout out before I hang up.
Yes.
Today's my wife's 86th birthday. So
nice. Happy birthday.
Yeah. So
happy birthday.
Yeah, we did Tubi. Today, I got a portable record player and we pull out all our old vinyls. So we're going to take a memory lane.
I'm learning.
Hey, come on now.
I'm learning from you, OG. I'm learning.
So you got to do it a little differently each time it comes around. But you always celebrate it the same way with the same level of love. That's how we work.
There you go.
All right.
I know she appreciates it. I know she loves you and everything you've been doing for your queen. I know she loves and really.
Man, listen, that's the only reason I'm standing vertical, brother, and my back is straight and my mind is clear.
Come on now.
I got a queen in my corner. You get me? And don't get it twisted. She will rough me up in a heartbeat when I step on. So, but that's what we need in relationships.
Yeah.
Don't get out your feelings, babe, and listen to what people are saying. Because if they're saying it from their heart, you need to understand what it is. And then you don't always acquiesce, but then you explain yourself to why you did what you did and how you did it.
You don't always have to agree, but at least you can hold. We call it holding space. You can hold
space, B,
and listen to it, and whether you agree or not, you can say, "Well, listen, that's how you feel."
Right.
But I don't agree with that. But that's how you feel. This wasn't my intention, whatever the case may be. Let me address how you felt for the situation, but I never intended.
Exactly.
And if everybody is willing to get out of their feelings, that makes that a whole easier conversation.
Man, it makes life worth living, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it does. It keeps us on the straight and narrow, and it brings the muscle from the memory that we have as a community, and that's what we need to get back. Yeah. Muscle memory about being a community. Forget all this hate crap.
He said my dome took up most of the thing yesterday. I'm trying. I'm trying. Hi, this is Myrtle Beach. Ed. How does a grown man have a size 4.5 shoe? I just want to know.
Oh no. No.
The OG Reginald Maynor, we love
you. Thank you, sir. Good morning, crew.
Love you, Reg.
Happy birthday to your queen, OG.
Absolutely, yes.
All right, bro.
Thank you, team. I'm here. All right, love y'all.
Reginald Maynor. Good morning, Kimberly.
Lays, good morning. Hey, can I mention something? You were talking about Jimmy Kimmel. I'm a big Jimmy Kimmel fan, and honestly, I thought I was going to go work on his show. I'm all over the place, but he's only going to be seen in certain cities. The network that he is, the network that carries his show, ABC, they're owned by Netstar and Sinclair. Both of those, yeah. And so Sinclair and Netstar has decided not to air them on their 38 and 25 stations. So I'm not sure how many companies on ABC broadcasting companies will pick Jimmy Kimmel up, but here in DC, it won't be seen. And other areas, it won't be seen still.
Well, that's a way you poison pill something. You just diminish the audience. So if it's a national audience, you do poison pill it. That's very scary when you think about it from a free speech perspective.
It is.
Every other president from George Washington would have people that would counter their presidency. They would talk about what they didn't like about the president or whatever the case may be. And they would almost lampoon the president. That's a part of American society. You know what? You can't do that. You can't do that in England. You can't, they don't have free speech in England.
So what happens if you freely speak?
No, you can speak, but they don't have the First Amendment in England.
Oh, okay. Oh, they don't have the Constitution, anything like it.
No. But so if you on TV and you say, if you mention the Queen or the King, now it's the King Charles, if you mention the King, then they could come down and shut you down and arrest you and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no. In this country, this country was specifically, that's why it's the First Amendment.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Made to deal with tyranny, oligarchs and people who in kings. They would say our first thing is to be able to rail against power and speak truth to power. Even though what Jimmy Kimmel said, I thought was goofy. Just everybody.
I didn't think it was anything to be suspended for.
Well, I don't know about that, but I just think.
Well, he's said worse about Trump and many other people. He's said worse.
Yeah, I just think that subject. If you guys are all smart, stay away from that Charlie Kirk because of why he was murdered, and I don't even like the black people out there celebrating his death. We can point out, we can say, well, listen, this guy was wrong, whatever. And we can allow them to have their day. You know what I'm saying? Allow the Wills Pills to have their day, whatever, because what Charlie Kirk meant for them was the future of their society, which they're losing. This is the fight. Remember, they got the judges, the House, the Senate, they got the Supreme Court and all of the stuff when they're still mad. because
they're lined up to win.
Right. They've already won, and they're winning to a loss because they can't hand the country off to the next generation, which is the whole basis of the conversation. That's why Charlie Kirk was such a big thing for them, because he started to drum up a conservative space in the next generation. He started to and get young kids starting to see align with what was happening in the conservative part of the government, because they know that people like, respectfully, people like Trump and all the old guys in the Senate, they're not going to be here long. So
absolutely.
They were keeping power, but didn't have a future. So that's all. This is about the future, and the future is they've. In other words, even though they have everything now, they've already lost, because you can't. The future is the people, and the people have the power. There you go.
Right. But it also seems like the conservative, maybe not the conservative lane, but the let me see, the stars of the conservative lane are dwindling. They're a little older. A lot of white people, and Will's pills are lazy. I've gotten away from that lingo, so I'm coming back. The Will's pills, it seems like a lot of them are leaning more right. Let me not say that, because I still see the total divide. We're 48, and then 2% in the middle. But what I see is the younger, like the children, the babies 10 and under, they are more like their parents. I mean, their grandparents, where their parents are now into, the LGBT crew. Oh, LGBT. What's the letters? LGBTQ. Yeah, those guys. And, and a lot of the Will's pills like the black people as well. So, they probably skipped a generation. And then here's Charlie Kirk getting the other guys back into the frame of where, how they think, or how the family structure thinks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to understand something. First of all, when we talk about conservative, it's not Will's pills that are all conservative. There's a lot of us that are conservative, a lot of that are conservative, a lot of Chinese, and a lot of Asians and Indians and Arab. There's a mosaic of conservatives in the country. The problem is, what the Will's pills have done was they have laid in conservatism, and then they said, but the white conservative is the best conservative. You know what I'm saying? They created a conservative hierarchy. And the thing is, there are people that are conservative that don't think like that. I mean, they like, wait a minute, we all conservative, but doesn't mean that your conservative is the better conservative. We're not saying that we're not doing white Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
They are.
Yeah, well, today is a rapture for them. They're gonna go up to. Also, it's Rosh Hashanah for our Jewish brothers and sisters. But today is
good.
Yeah, today is rapture for them, and they're saying, "Hey, I'm conservative," but they said, "Listen, we conservative, but it's not white conservative," because that's what they're implying and saying.
It's conservative.
We're conservative, but we ain't white conservative. And the problem with that is they have handed down their winnings. Remember the GI Bill, all the things that they've been able to get success in the country, where it was a government policy not to allow blacks to buy homes. And in those situations, but then they forgot about all the other people that were coming into the country that can do it. Wasn't black, me no black. So now the Spanish, the Chinese, and everybody else have taken advantage of those programs, and they were not redlined. They were able to come in and take the American dream and become very successful. That was a flaw in their programming, as opposed, which I don't want to go on a rant so early, but as opposed to them say, hey, why don't we treat the descendants of these slaves properly and then strengthen our country from within? They tried to strengthen the country from without, and those people don't have any allegiance to this country. They have allegiance to China, they have allegiance to India, they have allegiance to their families over in Yemen, but they don't have any allegiance to this country, and these fuckers fucked up. And that's exactly what happened. So now they're scrambling. Now you're scrambling to try to make it to where, we got to do something, and then making it seem as if it's our problem. Tell Black people, stand back up, back up, back up.
You know, Lays, I think they seem to be our people, our community seem to be seem to have done a good job with standing down.
Yeah.
You know, I think everybody is kind of just, chilling and, checking out what's going on. It's not time yet.
Right. Well, what we should be doing, we should be doing a 20, 30-year plan, as I told Dennis, with OSG. OSG is not a 5-year plan. It's a 20, 30-year plan of educating this era.
So let me ask, Lays, where do we start? Because this is now getting redundant. I mean, we speak about it, and then we have to come back and we speak about it, and then we speak about it, and then we speak about it. When do we take it into action?
Think about layers, right? So in our lifetime, we may not see the results of our work. You may not see the results of the impression of the morning emails in this year, but you can feel the impact of it. You may not see the work of OSG, but you also will find there was many more young African Americans getting educated, getting their degrees, and going into the workforce, always to the point where they're using words, quote unquote, like DEI. No. Actually, it's reversed. You have to be overly qualified as a Black person to get those jobs. You got to be the best at it to get those jobs. And
that's always been.
Yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter because, the African Americans tend to be the best at it because we're talented people. We're powerful, spirited, talented people. And what we just have to do is go back within ourselves and continue to and I'm not mad at the Wills Pills for building up their next generation that because they realize that the face of the future may not be theirs. You understand what I'm saying? The American future may be a hybrid individual that is mixed, Black, white, whatever.
Yes.
So the identity politic of it all may be a moot question in 20 years. But
right.
To answer your question, the way we do it is we continue to build and educate our own and take care of our community. And what'll end up happening is if everybody takes care of their own shit, then we're all taking care of our shit and nobody's kicked out of the game. There you go. Hey,
right.
Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning.
Lays, glad to be back, Lays.
Yes.
So Lays, I congratulations on the chair.
Yes. The gala chair for the Jesse Banks Foundation over at the Teaneck Marriott. Are you coming up on November 14th?
I will come up. What is it about? Tell me about it. How'd you get picked, Lays?
Well, they obviously, the Jesse Banks Foundation's 21 years. They've been giving scholarships away, and they do a major golf tournament. They do all kinds of stuff, right? And it's high level people that are there. Some major people that I didn't even know what it is. They are sponsored by Fox. They're sponsored by major medical companies. All this, the give back is crazy for the Jesse Banks Foundation. And so they give full scholarships to the kids, and then they also raise money for the extras. They pay the school, and then the kids have their money, and then they raise extra money so that the kids can go there with a bag. So that
look at that, so that the higher ups won't have all the money.
Right. Well, the school is going to get the tuition, but then the kids are going to get their own allotment so that they can because college is expensive, and
right.
A lot of our kids are going through college struggling. They're not eating. They're not getting food. It's really a labor of love to do this. So Jesse Banks Foundation has been raising money, and they've been very successful at it. So
all right.
Yeah, so I'm just a gala chair this year, and I'm honored to be the gala chair this year. I support the foundation, Sharon Banks, Thomas George, and the entire Jesse Banks Foundation, and I'm going to make sure that I do my best. I mean, listen, when they asked me to do it, I was like, sure y'all want me.
Well, you have a lot on your plate.
Also, this is Myrtle Beach, and I just want to say that I would like to come that night. Well, you're going to have to be on your best behavior.
So his name is Myrtle Beach now.
Yeah, that's I saw that on TV. Lindsey,
Myrtle Beach Lindsey.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach, because he's living in South Carolina. It's AKA Myrtle Beach. Somebody wrote
yeah. He probably checking them out on the beach too.
Yeah, hi on Sunday afternoon when I wear my butterfly skirts. My name is Myrtle.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, what's going on?
Lays, I want to end your gala announcement. I am going to come. I'll have a fresh tan from Jamaica, so I'll be headed up there from there. I'm headed back to Jamaica.
Oh, very good. Okay, so we're gonna go have a great time. So you and everybody else, I'll put the flyer up for the morning emails. You guys come hang out at the Jesse Banks Foundation 21st anniversary 2025 Scholarship Awards dinner at the Teaneck Marriott on November 14th. It's going to be a great time, and I want you all to come out there and support it. The dinner, it's a black tie event, by the way.
Oh, yes.
So your boy will be in a tuxedo, and that'll be great. Shout out to Eric Sherman. I spoke to Eric Sherman yesterday. We had a great conversation.
Hey, the Green Eye Bandit.
Yeah, him and the boys are doing a new song, a new video. Eric Sherman, MOP. So I had to, my day job, I had to get in there and make sure all that worked out properly.
Hey, can we get him on the show?
Yeah, I'll call him. Yeah. He'll support the show. Eric's a good guy.
Hey, Eric Sherman.
Eric Sherman's a great guy.
Hey.
Super talented guy as well.
Yes. Before you move on from the gala, I also want to tell you the Congressional Black Caucus has once again asked me and my company to provide seated massages at their event. Their event is this coming up this week. So I'm really excited for that. This is year number 7 that they have invited me in. And I'm so appreciative.
See, these are the things. I got the bomb. Shout out to Funkmaster Flex, who kind of made the bomb a thing, but I used the bomb to really accentuate real shit that we're doing. I mean, this is not a bomb to diss people, not a bomb to put people down. This is a bomb to accentuate some of the great things we're doing in our community. So drop a bomb. There you go. Okay, so Dr. D Nice is in the building. Good to see Dr. D Nice. Let's go into some news real quick. Kimmy, what you got going on here today?
Well, Lays, I don't know if you know that Donald Trump, since the takeover, I call it the takeover in DC, he's been trying to pick other cities to send the troops in. In DC, he sent almost 4,000 troops in to do his takeover. And I'm finding out really, and I don't know why this is such a surprise to me. All of this is under the guise of ICE and picking up the undocumented people in this country. Now, it was I don't want to say scary, because it was kind of, but it was more anxiety ridden having to live through that here. But lately I have been seeing a lot of commercials about ICE getting jobs with ICE. They're offering $50,000 signing bonus. I'm seeing a lot of commercials basically trying. I don't know if it's bringing everybody over to the MAGA, the MAGA universe, but it's kind of scary. And I don't know. I wanted to mention that. I don't know if you've seen many of the commercials. I know you don't watch TV a lot, but have you seen?
Well, I think he's trying to create an argument before this Jesse Epstein stuff come crashing down on him, and in order to distract us from some of the wild shit that he may be getting in trouble for, or he may which may outlive him. You know what I'm saying? Because he may just say, "Listen, I'm old. I'm walking around with a diaper, funky shit. It's crazy to me right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm 80 years old. Let me just get out of this world before this shit hit the fan. I guarantee that once he's gone, the shit's gonna hit the fan, and it's gonna come out that he was the freakiest of them all. But you
see the little cartoon picture he drew.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, this is what they did. I mean, listen, I know about these people. These people, they live a really disgusting. And it's not just him; it's the Democrats too. They live really disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of time it's little young girls that that get taken advantage of and all that kind of stuff. So this stuff is going to have to come out. His own people want this stuff to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he promised. And And so from his position, I see what he's doing. I'm going to do everything I can just to change the whole shit so that I could never get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he can get out of this without getting caught. So, I mean, listen, rules are different. Diddy is still in jail.
I was going to bring that up.
You know what I'm saying? Diddy is still in jail for
what he was doing with his girlfriends.
Right. For freaking off with his girlfriends and a dude with a Punisher mask or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
and foamy mouth.
Right. Yeah, it's nasty. But I don't know how he's ever. Listen, sometimes you might want to stay in jail because you got
right.
Answer those questions.
I'm gonna stay here for a little bit longer.
My guy, what was you doing? What was you doing? Hold on, man. I got you. I understand they should have had you in jail, but my nigga, what's you doing again? You was rubbing his on you. God damn.
Well, he does have an appearance in court coming up, right? Are they letting him out or for his sentence?
I think in 2 days. I think the 25th. They're having I was lucky enough to have, even though the lawyers couldn't talk. I know some of his attorneys.
Right.
And they can't talk about the case. But I can tell that there is a larger power that's trying to keep him in there, and it's not it's not by the rule of law that he's in jail. He's in because of what they believe he may have done, and they just want to keep hands on him, and because he pissed off some very powerful people. That's what this is all about. It's not even so much about the merits of the case, because if it was about the merits of the case, he beat the big charges and he would be out. What I don't like is the amount of I'm listening online to a lot of guys that are really going deep into it, and a lot of black brothers are having shows where they're really going after him on the shows. And I'm saying like, hey, I understand, but just let that play out. Why are you so vested in him trying to put him in jail?
Because it's easier now to talk shit about him now that he is gone. It's almost like people have really forgotten about him since this trial is over. And so now, we can go ahead and talk shit on him. They're thinking maybe he's not going to come out for a little while. The judge will probably give him a couple of years, maybe, and he's not going to come out for a while.
Burn his money up. So, that's burn his money up. But listen, shit catch up with you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now your man Cuzzo is in trouble. Well, in trouble with the fans.
Why is he in trouble?
He and the Queen Bee, had dinner with Ivanka and her husband at Atlantic City Casino, talking about the casinos that he wants to put in Times Square.
Why would he be in trouble for that? I don't understand.
Well, here we go with the look that how we see things, our perspective, why is Jay-Z why is Cuzzo and his wife sitting down with Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner? Almost like, they're not entitled, they're not allowed to be friends, or they're not allowed to do business with one another. You know how it goes.
Nah, I think that's bullshit. You know why? Because, the man's a businessman. All right. And everybody
But the thing is, how can you do business with the enemy? That's what they're saying. How can you do business with the enemy?
Respectfully, we're doing business with the enemy every single day. If you drive a BMW, if you bank at Chase Bank, if you drive, like we everything we do, you shop at Walmart, you go to Costco, You go to the neighborhood store. We are doing business with, if that's the metric, we're doing business with the enemy every single day. So why would that be a problem? I wouldn't care if he sat down with the president and had a conversation, because ultimately there's no way the bottom line is that's the system that you have to put. So in other words, this is the deck. These are the cards that you dealt. You got to play your best hand that you can play. I'm not against, and I think that is our biggest problem in our community. About the nonsense. I would hope he had more meetings with the Trumps and more meetings with people on the other side, even if it was for just a casino. At the end of the day, if we can't get to the table, then we will be served on the table. So let's get to the table. And
yes.
If Cuzzo is getting to the, if Cuzzo's getting to the table, why would we be mad about him getting to the table?
You know, Lays, I mean, we've spoken about this many times. As a people, a lot of times we're a very emotional group of people. And so with the emotion, we can't do anything but be upset because we can't control the narrative, or we can't control what's going on here. Why would you be over there talking to him when they're oppressing us? And if you're talking to them, are you talking to them about making sure that we have, we in everybody's pockets?
Hi, this Myrtle Beach, and I just want to say, they're not your friends, be, and get out your feet. That's all you want. Thank you, Myrtle. Thank you, Myrtle. Thank you, Myrtle Beach. Even Myrtle Beach. That's the problem. We still thinking he's still there where he was 20 years ago. We all move positions. We move in positions. And one of the positions we move is, listen, if Jay-Z needs to sit down with Ivanka Trump and Garrett Kushner and all these other people, think about the other people that are not famous, that, businessmen and all this for international, that Jay-Z sits down with and has to deal with on a regular basis. If you can get in there, if one of us can get in that, because these are the people that control the world. These people this is a cabal of people. How are we we got to at least have somebody in the room that look like us. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, we got to get in that room. And so if he got in that room, him and Beyonce got in that room, I applaud that.
I was going to say, it looks like Jigga Man is in the room. I mean, he's with the NFL. He's with the luxury brands. He's with, now with, hanging out with Ivanka and Jared. And for the most part, Jared is really big in real estate. So,
yeah. Good morning, Toby. Get in the room, man. If you got to get in the room. And that's how you can play the game, because you're throwing rocks at the room and you can't get in there. All right.
Yeah.
When you get in the room, let's get in the room. Be getting this, whatever. You got him, you got his people. That's why I never really took a side on that conversation with him and even with Dame. You know what I'm saying? I never took a side on that. I was like, listen, all right, well, you my man. I'm not gonna not be friends with you because y'all don't get along, and I'm not gonna not honor what Jay-Z does. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna honor what they did. My personal relationship have always been positive with Jay. I've always positive personal relationship. Good morning, Toby. He says, good morning, Kim.
Good morning, Toby. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
And even when we didn't do something, I always tried to be respectful and always had a good relationship with him. Now, if him and somebody else has an issue, I'm not going to get in that. It's not my issue. You know what I'm saying? We got you like the Wills pills. Right. But listen, that's what they do. They stay in business. Because I can't, if you mad at Chandra, I can't be mad at Sandra because you mad at Shonda. What I can do is be like, oh, maybe you and Shonda should work our relationship out. I'll give you advice on it, but I can't be mad at Shonda because
we'd be like, how you over there talking to her about me? How you doing? What? It's emotions.
Yeah, grown ass man. I talk to who the hell I want to talk to. What the hell we talking about? I'm a grown ass man. I'm a whoever I want to talk to, and whatever the case may be. So if I don't care if Jay-Z talked to me, that's what they was mad at Ice Cube. I was like, man, come on, man, get out.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at Ice Cube. I thought what Ice Cube was proposing to the president was pretty dope. I thought it would have put us in better positions, financially, economically. I just thought that, and everybody jumped down this man's throat as if he was trying to sell us off to him.
Yeah, I would have never. I would never be mad at Ice Cube. I think Ice was a great businessman. I think we got to get out again. If we learn to get out of our feelings, then we should be okay, man. Just get out of our feelings, man, and also put it in perspective. I mean, the Wills Pills, they laugh at shit they're not tripping over Taylor Swift. The kids are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the Wills Pills like, hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're in our 50s tripping over Damon Dash and 50s and Jay-Z. Fuck out of here. What are you doing? You can laugh at it. I'm like, okay, maybe I need to figure that thing out. But I mean, I'm not walking around tripping about it. Oh my God, no, nigga.
I'm so mad.
Get a goddamn life. Get a life. And you in your 50s, get the hell out the club. Get out the club. Get out the club. You don't belong in the club. Go to.
But Lays, as we're talking about this, we mentioned, Cuzzo.
I miss my Kimmy. Set it off. I miss my Kimmy. Set it off. Man.
Now, we mentioned Cuzzo,
right.
Ice Cube. You just mentioned 50 Cent. Oh yeah. Man, 50 is killing the game in the media out there these days.
Killing it. And I knew he would. Not very many people. I lived in the mansion up in Mike Tyson's mansion when we had to deal with 50 Cent. And 50 Cent was the hardest working guy I've ever met in the business. I've been in for years. At the time, I was already in the business for 20 something years. I was there since the 80s. And I met 50 in the 2000s, like 2004 or 5, in that era as he started
early
famous. And he was the artist. He called me and said, I want you to move into my house and let's work on the album in the house, So what I got from that was I've never seen anybody work as hard as 50 Cent. 50 Cent embarrassed the entire industry on his work ethic. So while we focus on some of the trolling he does, that's one thing, but his work ethic is ridiculous. So I would I would not be surprised of all the success that 50 is having because he actually puts the work in. He outworked his crew. He outworked the people that worked for him. He was always the first one up. Because I'm the first one up, and I'm always been early. So even in the time when I was in the mansion, I would get up, and he would be up running on a treadmill at 4 o'clock in the morning. He would then get on a private plane. That's when he started being successful. Vitamin water was all over the place, and he got on a private plane and did the work and came back the same day. And maybe got a couple hours of sleep, which I don't agree with. Everybody needs to sleep, right? But get a few hours of sleep, but then he would get back on that treadmill and start running and working and training the next day to get ready to do the next show. That guy, I'm never going to be surprised at the success of that. He embarrassed the people that he put on by his work ethic. He embarrassed other rappers and other artists because they did not have the work ethic. And I don't care how talented you are in this business. If you don't have a work ethic, then you will always be handed shit and say, this is what you can get out of this. Just what I'm supposed to get. No, you're supposed to get what you put in this motherfucker.
That's right. Now, I'm glad you said that, Lays. So check this out. There's I'm lost for words this morning, but there's this there's this rumor that the reason why you are successful, especially if you're our people, the reason why you're successful is because you've sold out. Did you see this in 50? Did you see any type of sellout in Cuzzo or anything? Ice Cube? I mean, Ice Cube works with CBS. Do you have to basically sell your soul to be in these spaces?
No. So you got to understand, always the people outside always want to throw rocks at the castle. So we always going to find people that don't know the amount of work that you had to put in. Now, I don't know about selling out because I'm not in rooms with certain people. I do know, for me to say that there's not a cabal of people saying, if you rolling with us, you got to roll with us all the way. I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but to get there has to be a level of work that you're willing to put in to get to a certain space. And I think if you get into a certain space and you keep your knowledge yourself and you handle yourself properly, you don't have to. Now, to say that's not a cheat code in a lot of different ways, I don't know. Because I've been offered certain things to get down with certain people, and I was like, hell no, get out of here.
Was that because they believed that by bringing you on, you would bring your herd of sheep?
Yeah, I would bring my herd, but also, a lot of it is just like who you down with. You know what I'm saying? If you roll with me, you roll with this team kind of situation. And if you're with this team, then you are falling under the rules of whatever this team is doing. I'm a shit starter. I don't believe in all that shit. I believe in the team, but I don't believe that my individuality has to be taken from me. I do believe that you should still maintain your own personal square knowledge yourself in any situation you in. If you maintain your personal square knowledge yourself, then you should be okay in any situation. That's why if I were to meet with Trump, I would meet with Garrett Kushner, I would meet with anybody, even Myrtle Beach. Hi, ladies, would you actually have a meeting with me face? Yes, I would, Lindsay. I would have a meeting. If I would meet with Jar Jar. Would me say names? Yes, Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
I can't do Jar Jar Pinks again. It's just too much. It was just too crazy. I can't tell a story of Jar Jar Pinks. I want to say again. No, ladies, you can't talk about Jar Jar. You got to go back to the show. Listen, that's you're gonna kick me. Damn gala if I keep talking about
Oh God.
The point I make is very simple. You whatever you do, wherever you are, maintain your personal square. If you maintain your personal square, you're good. I mean, and you can be in any situation. Jesus went down to hell and got the keys. That's what they say, right?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Jar Jar. Jar Jar's crazy, Coco. I really don't want to do Jar Jar again. It was hilarious. Me so like Kimmy. How you do?
Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out about this, Jar Jar.
Anyway, Kim. So, by the way, I was in a dentist yesterday. Oh man,
that's our friend.
Dropped a big bag on the dentist yesterday, man. It was crazy. I went through some major work just to keep this little beautiful smile.
How about that? Come on.
Because death comes through the mouth. We'll take care of your teeth.
Yes. Lays, I'll tell you this. I'm gonna have to drop a bag, so large of a bag that I'm thinking about going to Mexico.
See?
Listen, I've never had problems with my teeth at all, and I still don't. No cavities, anything. However, in my older age, it seems that I'm developing bone loss. So in developing the bone loss is causing my teeth to shift. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got you.
Did you play a teeth shift thing? It move over here, then it come over here.
Oh yeah. No. Wait. Let me play my Mexican hat dance.
Oh no. I'm going over there.
Play that.
Hey.
Hi, Kitty. I go to Mexico to fix my teeth. I love the water show. They want to know if you do massages still, Kimberly. They want to know about that.
Yes, that's my business. Stress management.
Stress management. That's how she's able to drop that bag on for them jibs.
How about that? Yes.
This motherfucker. Anyway,
they're like, sure, you could finance it for how you finance your Audi. I'm like, what?
The fucking you don't pay that bill. The cartels come out there and take your teeth out your mouth. The cartels.
Maybe I should go to Turkey.
Also, I hate to say this like this, so I'm trying to find out what code word to say this. This is if you a black man without a federal felony in your business or whatever the case may be, it's time for you to go grip up and get your concealed carry. It's the only time you can do it now, especially in Jersey, New York. They've lifted the laws, and this is a Second Amendment country. Go do it. I know Kimberly. She carries when she needs to carry, and it's not about starting no trouble. But if any shit hit the fan, you can actually protect yourself without having to go through any kind of nonsense. So
stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Ready so you don't have to get ready. And I'm not saying that it's time to go out there and start no wars or nothing, to go out there bugging, but you got to protect yourself. And obviously, the way this is being set up, I don't think anybody is going out their way to protect black people from this nonsense. So we have to protect ourselves. That's my serious. This is a more serious PSA. Go out there and get legally gripped up. Before they change those laws. Okay.
In a minute they will.
They'll change those laws. You know what I'm saying? That's what Dave Chappelle said. Guess when black people when the black people start to grip up, and then that's when they're gonna change the gun laws. But while you can, go fill out that paperwork. Go get yourself together. Get all of that paperwork in so you can get your own firearms and all the other stuff that you need to protect yourself. And don't be out there bugging. You know what I'm saying? But you never know what's going to happen. So as always, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, when everything is so up in the air. Anything else, Kim, before we get out of here?
Well, you know what? I'll leave this for tomorrow. I would like to talk about Terrence Crawford and Alvarez. I mean, Canelo.
We can talk about that now. Canelo, yeah,
okay.
He whooped Canelo's ass.
Yes, he did. And but now I will tell you, I was a little, I was.
Hey, oh man. Bud whipped to there. Listen, big. Look, you gotta call it like you see it. All right, Kimmy.
Yes.
You gotta call it like. It was a great fight, but
it was.
But he was outskilled by Terrence Crawford. I haven't seen a guy that kind of skill since Floyd Mayweather in his prime. And listen, first of all, as a guy who understands boxing, I recognize that Canelo's getting a little old.
Yes.
He might be drinking a little cerveza. You know what I'm saying? he was outclassed. He was outsped. He was outpunched. And he was
outcoached.
He was taught a lesson. And I'm not saying this is the end of Canelo's career, but I think he's, it's time, get a couple of bags and get on out of here. Because Canelo's a great fighter, but he ran into a better fighter. And
yes, he did. Yes, he did. You know what was and I knew Bud was a class act just in general, watching his story and things like that. Mm-hmm. By the way, I didn't agree with, how his mother raised him was how his mother raised him, but I don't agree with raising your children like this to try to get this result. However, Bud was such a class act when he went into the press conference Canelo had and returned his belts to him. That was just the most.
Well, first of all, Canelo earned those belts. Canelo is, again, a great fighter, but there's something that we can't beat no matter who, any of us can't beat the clock. Time is the big winner here. And Canelo had his time, so it's on to the next kid, and then we'll get somebody else. But shout to Bud Crawford. He shout to Nebraska, Bud Crawford, everybody out in Nebraska that supported the young fella, and I'm very proud of his work and very proud of the fight. And shout to Netflix for putting that out there.
Oh man, you shout out to them because now we don't have to pay $100 for the fight to come on anymore.
That day is over. The gouging fight prices for a fight that lasts 2 rounds is over. Now let's go. I mean, shout to I kept my Netflix subscription just for that. It's like, hey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I kept mine because everybody is on my account and.
Me too. The same thing. All right, Kim. What a great show today. A wonderful show. Glad you're back. And we needed a Kim Lay's Day too. Coco will come tomorrow. And he'll be Coco. She will be back tomorrow with some more tea, and we'll have some more conversations and everything. Y'all come on back tomorrow and hang out with us. We love y'all. We see y'all soon. Have a great day.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we play R. Kelly. The music ain't did nothing about it. That's right.